Hello! Welcome back, guys. I am so sorry. So sorry about last week, or the last couple of days. I've been with family, some family emergencies, that, have popped up, but we're here. Um, today, a couple of days late, and we have a lot to talk about. Let's give you a rundown. We're talking about Disneyland attractions potentially being on hold. Secret Life for Pets, the sign is up, the opening date, and Peacock Live. Universal Monsters um, is potentially placing The Walking Dead, and Universal confirmed The Walking Dead is closing. Oh, and as H&M Maze, Six Flags Smash Mountain construction, and Pixar coming to Hollywood Studios. So let's get started. Here, Disneyland attractions. So Disneyland attractions are on hold. Or no, they're not on hold. There's a rumor um, that got started off with on WDW Pro by WDW Pro on the WDW Magic forums that the Disneyland attractions are on hold because of the coronavirus. In Asia, and they had to close the parks, and because they closed the parks, they're looks like they're taking at least a $280 million loss. So I guess they're reshuffling some budgets, and I guess the future Disneyland attractions on hold, specifically Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, Avengers E-Ticket, and any Tomorrowland stuff are on hold. Um, uh, Rumored that they're on hold at least until the next meeting or fiscal report in April. That's the rumor. Not sure. Again, we'll see if this is true. Um, in the next few weeks, as we'll see if construction continues on all those things. If construction, if they start digging up the parking lot for Avengers E-Ticket, we'll know it's obviously not true. Or if making the mini railway, you'll see some steel going up, or at least people on site, we'll see it's not true. The rumors they're going to finish up the contractual obligations, right? And then they're going to go ahead and freeze construction. But yeah, yeah. We'll have to watch out for that. We'll be watching again. Check out Fresh Baked, Dave Fresh Bakes. They do Fresh Baked construction updates every single week from Disneyland. Usually on a Monday or Tuesday they'll post those, and they'll be checking it on Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway every single week. So we'll be definitely be checking on that to see if in fact it does stop construction. I hope not. I hope it's not. I hope it's just a rumor. So so, yeah, the Avengers E-Ticket in Tomorrowland, I can see if they kind of delay a little bit, but the Mickey Minis, I don't see why they would delay it because it's they already started construction. Um, that's something like they obviously have the money to build it. Um, you know, allocate the budgets for the other things. But for Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, if there's already a hole in the ground in back of Toontown, so just finish it off. And there's already a blog post saying it's coming in 2022, and all that stuff. So just finish it off. Um, and especially since they already, it's not even like the Disneyland Hotel was supposed to be that new hotel. The downtown Disney business is closed, but they were never demolished. It was never not like that. It was actually under construction. So it was getting prepped for construction by the downtown Disney stuff closing, but it never actually got demolished. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the building's demolished. The backstage buildings are demolished. The hills are gone, and they are in active construction. So I say, even if it's true and the other stuff is on hold or pushed back or whatever, at least finish making Minnie's Runaway Railway because it's already under construction. Let me know your thoughts on that stuff below, because I think you definitely, when you start something, you should finish something. You know, um, Vegas, a good example. I know they ran out of money on that project, but there's a big hotel called the Fountain Blue, like 72 stories in Vegas, and it's or 700 feet in Vegas, and it's just for years it's been sitting there unfinished, since the Great Recession. It just looks ugly and horrible. It's just like half construction, half hotel just sitting there. We don't want stuff like that to happen at Disneyland Resort. We just see a whole dirt pit, especially when we know for sure they have the money to build it. Um, so Disney, hopefully you finish it, and we'll be watching it over the next few weeks and months to see if construction on all three of those things, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Avengers, Mickey and Minnie's, stalls or continues. Also, please like this video, like this live stream. It really helps out, and subscribe to the channel for constant updates on this situation, as well as all the other stories we're about to talk about. And we're actually move on to our next story right now, as Sea Level Pets. Wow, oh wow! I can tell you guys are very interested in Sea Level Pets, as that's one of been my highest performing video in a very long time. Hello, JP Land 21. Everybody, go follow his channel. He does some fantastic Universal updates, other theme parks too, but um, he does some fantastic Universal updates as well as um other cool rumor videos as well. And JP Land 21 and Dylan from Theme Park Obsession were actually inspiration for me to start my own YouTube channel. Um, about theme parks. I love construction. I love theme parks. So thank you, JP Land 21, and I will see you at Universal sometime. Um, perfect. Thanks. Um, I'm very excited. Like I said in the DM, I'm always at Universal. I have a pass. I'm just in Agora Hill or in the San Fernando Valley of LA, so 20 minutes away. I usually go once a week, so I'd love to bump into you sometime and chit chat it up. But yes, you actually came in at the perfect time because the next topic here, all right, I'm talking about is the Secret Level Fest. The sign is up. It's open March 27th, and which is good because it's opening March 27th. So for those of you who can't afford or don't want to go to Peacock Live to ride the ride, it'll be open during Peacock Live. But for those of you who don't want to do that, you can go on March 27th, and a virtual queue will be used. And let me read the press release because it's actually there's a lot of some good tidbits on here, um, specifically about the queue. If you notice on the Universal press release, it says it's a non-traditional queue, and they made it seem like you'll be able to like wander around the apartment building, and that's well, I'm very interested in that because that'll be definitely I feel like a first for a theme park. Oh, but if you wander around that beautiful apartment building that looks, and again, if you haven't been to Universal or you haven't been, if you're not in the state, haven't seen them, my videos, J Plan videos, anybody's videos, Single Ever Pets, just the facade looks absolutely beautiful. I just hope it's not a Spider-Man situation, no, um, where it's looking like, and I'm sorry, Disney, hopefully you prove us wrong, but it's looking like Spider-Man, the outside, the exterior of the show with the Spider-Man Stumptronic and all that stuff. It looks like it's gonna be more interesting on the outside than the actual ride itself. I hope that's not the case with a sequel ever pets. Um, and I feel like it won't because the universe is kind of secretive about this ride. I mean, yes, they're telling there's it's gonna be an Omni Mover type thing, and here we go. Here's the press release. So, some tidbits. It's gonna be 64 animated figures. That's 64 animatronics. Universal doesn't want to use animatronics because obviously that's Disney's term. They don't want to be Disney, but that's basically saying there's 64 animatronics. That's awesome. Um, but not unexpected because, like I said, this is our Yoshi ride system. For people who are wondering why Yoshi isn't coming to Universal, then um, that's why because this is our Yoshi ride because space on the lower lot's very little. Um, and I did not get the media invite. I wish I got the media invite. Um, I know somebody, the public relations person, and actually emailed her today. Um, so I'm hoping I can get a media invite. Did you get a media invite? Because that would be awesome. I, I feel like still gotta increase my subscriber count for that, but I still try with every single ride opening, I always try to get the media invites, and but every single theme park, I have someone's email that at least I can ask. They don't I never get one, but I can at least, like, ask and try to push and persuade them to give me one. So I'm gonna keep trying to get the media invite. If you got the media invite, that's awesome. Yeah, they do, actually, I must say, this person as of late has not been replying, like, quickly, but, she used to. That's why I'm kinda worried she's not there because she used to reply, like, within 24 hours every single time, but now she is not. So I'm kinda worried she's, I don't know, like, quit or just got promoted or just not there. So I'm gonna have to call Universal and try to get somebody else, but I did email her today just in case. Um, but yeah, so anyone who is going to ride Secret Life of Pets, this is, yeah, like I said, our Yoshi, so don't expect Yoshi for Super Mario World, Hollywood. Um, yes, we get Secret Life of Pets, which so far is pretty exclusive to all Universal parks. There's not another Secret Life of Pets announced, which is awesome. I'm glad we get, yeah, an exclusive ride. I like the fact that Universal kind of clones rides because I, for one, don't have enough money to fly to like Japan to see something, or yeah, Florida's easier, but Japan's like international is hard. So that's why people get kind of mad when like Disney clones rides. But I I have like mixed feelings about it. I feel like something should be definitely unique, like the Matterhorn, maybe to Disneyland, and um, Expedition Everest to um, Disney World. But I also don't mind cloning attractions because, again, people aren't the richest things in the world, and theme parks, probably are last on their list because they have bills and housing to pay. So, and plane tickets are all that's expensive. So, if you can just drive 20 minutes instead of flying 5 hours to ride a clone, that's totally fine with me. But some exclusivity is pretty good. So far, I'm super happy that Secret Life of Pets is coming to us only so far. Probably will be at other parks, but at least we get it first, which is awesome. I feel like Hollywood doesn't really get many things first anymore because of space issues. But this, besides the 64 animatronics, we'll have it's gonna have hyper-realistic media and projection mapping. This is another thing that's very interesting to me, is hyper-realistic media and the because that sounds like their version of the 2.5D of making Minnie's Runaway Railway. So if anybody, even you don't have to go to Universal, but I suggest you start looking for um, POVs of the attraction next month if you kinda or yes, you can see what, Mickey and Minnie's, but I feel like that's like our like a early and projection mapping, that's kind of their description for their 2.5D, so I'm very excited that we get a taste of it here with Secret Life of Pets. Um, and it'll have state-of-the-art optical enhanced gesture tracking technology, which is a whole bunch of big words. Um, but basically, you can each there's obviously 15 different puppies you can choose from. And then they'll use, like, facial technology or that long phrase, the, optical enhanced gesture tracking technology to make you the puppy, which in theory, it seems like a really awesome idea. So hopefully it's being executed perfectly or near perfectly. Um, and the virtual line technology, which it should not be nearly as hard to get a spot on the virtual line for this ride as is for Rise of the Resistance. And Universal also doesn't open as early as Disneyland, so you don't have to wake up at the crack of dawn, or you most definitely won't have to wake up at the crack of dawn to go ahead and ride this ride, or to get a virtual queue spot for the ride. You can probably be there right at 10 in the morning and get a nice virtual queue spot. But Um, yeah, so I have virtual line technology, and it says there'll be a non-traditional queue, which invites guests to explore the area at their leisure and freely roam the ride's corridors, which are going to be reminiscent of Katie's New York City apartment building. And you can explore Buddy's apartment, Snowball's or Molly's living room, and Max and Duke's apartment until you eventually reach the ride's boarding station, which is very, very interesting. That seems really awesome. The fact that you don't have to, like, stand in, like, this queue with all these switchbacks. You can go on the ride. You can go explore everybody's room and take pictures. Oh, and then board ride, almost like the chess room in Smuggler's Run, where kind of while you're waiting for your group to be called, you're just kind of just hanging around. You take some pictures, and then they call you the orange group, and then you go board the ride. I like this, and I wonder if Universal will continue to do this with following rides, because they certainly didn't do this with Hagrid's. So it's very interesting that they're attempting this here. And again, the apartment building looks beautiful. And I would love to go and explore, especially while I'm waiting for the ride, because it just if they put as much detail inside of the apartment building as on the outside, then you're in for quite a show. It looks fantastic, and videos it looks fantastic, but in pictures or in person, it looks just like jaw dropping. Like it's absolutely incredible. I'm so glad Comcast, NBC, and Universal. Yes, Comcast owns NBC and Universal, or NBC, which owns Universal. So Comcast. I'm glad they're really investing into the theme parks and really a true Disney level quality here with Secret Life of Pets. It's really incredible. It's like the illumination. It's like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge theming, but for Secret Life of Pets. That's how good it is. I feel like incredible. So, if you're excited for this ride, please comment your thoughts below, give this video a like button, and subscribe to this channel for POVs of the attraction, as well as continuous weekly updates on what it looks like and other Mario Kart and other improvements to the park. Um, because Universal is really sure picking up some really good things. It's gonna be a great. It's already feel like a pretty good park. It's gonna be a fantastic park. Given till 2025, it'll be totally totally unrecognizable in my opinion. So yes, subscribe and like this video for updates on that. And continuing on with Universal, if you go right next to the Secret Life of Pets, there's something called The Walking Dead, and that is closing. Universal has officially confirmed that it's closing. I did a video on this a few weeks ago when I saw Inside Universal report it. Then maybe a ride operator, someone who works in the maze, confirmed it shortly after that. And then The Walking Dead is currently closed. It will be closed. Last day is March 3rd. March 4th will be closed. And Universal simultaneously said that uh Universal or The Walking Dead will also be an HHN maze. So Universal closed an attraction and revived one at the same time. They closed the permanent maze and they're downgrading Walking Dead to Halloween Horror Nights maze. I hope it is actually better because The Walking Dead was just not scary when I walk every time I walked through it. Even during Halloween Horror Nights when it was enhanced, it just wasn't even up to the level of the other ones. So I hope Walking Dead coming back as a Horror Nights maze makes it back to its scary form and actually really good form. I hope that The Walking Dead um is one of the best mazes this year because it deserves to, deserves to be a good property instead of just the lame maze it is right now. The real question is what's replacing it. The rumors are Classic Monsters maze is replacing it. And as cool as that is, and I love the Classic Monsters, the Halloween Horror Nights maze. I love the Universal Monsters. That was like one of my favorites that year. But with Kung Fu Panda to the left, and this Illumination Land or Illumination Mini Land to the right with the Sea Life for Pets and the obviously the Despicable Me. I just feel a horror anything doesn't fit, even if it's fantastic. It's kind of like it's really it's a complete opposite. You have this family friendly, probably no height requirement Omni Mover Secret Life of Pets where the whole family, whether you're 0 or 100, can go on and have a great time Then you have this horror maze with a height requirement and then scary. I just feel like if you want to have a permanent horror maze, rebuild it like in the lower lot or something. I don't know. I just feel like it definitely does not fit there anymore. It did for a while, um, when all this family stuff wasn't there, but now all these family attractions there. um, I say move the horror, scary stuff to the lower lot. Um, they aren't that big, so you kind of carve out something. Maybe if Mummy does close, you can kind of use part of the Mummy building to build a horror maze, and then use the other half for another attraction. Who knows? But I don't think that should be another like horror maze up there. You can comment your thoughts below, what you think, but I don't think horror maze is appropriate now for the area since it's changing so much up there. Um, but yeah, comment your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. But and are you glad it's coming back as a Halloween Horror Nights maze as well? Let me know that as well. Moving on, Six Flags now. So Six Flags, thank you to Theme Park Obsession. Six Flags um is starting work for the 2021 attraction. What could it be, you say? A lot of people are saying a lot of different things. Um, RMC, single, lane, single. Oh my God, I can't think of the name. The something like Railblazer, the single there you go, single rail coaster. Or the big popular um thing is the mock power splash. That was all the way since last year, before even the West Coast Race was open. There was rumors that that's coming to the park. um, to replace Tidal Wave and Green Lantern, and which are both Green Lanterns are gone, but Tidal Wave has a lot of markings um down on it, ready for demolition. And it would be nice to replace a water ride with an actual water ride. Tidal Wave, I went and sat in the front seat many times, and Tidal Wave never got me like wet. Like, what's the point? How you gonna have a water ride that gets you more wet by not going on it than going on it? Um, I don't know if I'm the only one. You can definitely comment your thoughts below or let me know. But I've sat front row multiple times in Tidal Wave and Magic Mountain, and I have not gotten like not even a single drop of water on me. That's insane. But on the bridge, everyone gets soaked. But if there's a Mac Power Splash or Power Splash, then those will get you real wet. Those get people on the bridge wet. Those will get people in the boat wet on a nice 110-degree day. Which, if you live in Southern California, you know that Valencia gets to over 100 pretty quickly during the summer, and it gets to about 85, 90 at like 11, 10, 11 in the morning, and then well over 100 in the afternoon. So hopefully the rumors are right and we get a power splash. That'd be super cool. Or even, but Universal Art, Six Flags takes the 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 records, which is totally cool. So world's first looping power splash, because Mock Rise unveiled that concept last summer. Um, they unveiled, yeah, again, the world's first built a looping concept for the Power Splash, and there hasn't one been built in the world. So I feel like Six Flags would definitely go to um, that length. They should definitely put in the world's first looping Power Splash coaster as their 20th coaster, and that'll be a nice monumental thing. The world's first looping, a world's first for your 20th coaster is fantastic. Um, so we'll have to see that. I'm so glad Tidal Wave is getting demolished though, because it's very rusty, it's old. Green Lantern was very painful, so I'm glad that's gone. And I really hope they just kind of fresh up that area of the park. But again, let me know what you think below as well. And what type of ride do you want? Do you want a water ride? Do you want a water coaster like that? Or do you want would you prefer a single rail coaster like Rail Blazer or the Jersey Devil? Let me know. But again, I feel like switch for the 20th coaster and because it's Six Flags Magic Mountain, they wouldn't want to copy anything. They or hope they wouldn't, and they'd want to put a record breaker, even with Crazanity. Yeah, 2018. At that time, it was the world's tallest pendulum ride. West Coast Racers, the world's first quadruple launch racing coaster. So I feel like they want to continue with the record breakers. So nothing like the world's first looping water coaster with a power splash. So we'll be watching that. Um, I'll be trying to get into Six Flags pretty soon. Hopefully on like a more weekly basis. I can try to get a membership or pass. They're super cheap, so I'll get some construction updates for you on that. And if not, definitely check out Theme Park Obsession. Dylan from Theme Park Obsession goes there every week. Um, and he has constant updates. He's a fantastic channel. Definitely subscribe to him as well. For information on all theme parks, Universal, Disney, Knott's, and Universal's Knott's and Six Flags, and even some he traveled over um, a few weeks ago to Six Flags uh over Texas or Six Flags Fiesta Texas and SeaWorld San Antonio. So that is even cool. So check out him for home ship in park theme park stuff. And he'll have a lot of construction updates on this rumored 2021 attraction that Six Flags seems to be prepping for. Um, and lastly, for today on the docket, Pixar. There is a floating rumor that more Pixar is coming to Hollywood studios. The Pixar Place was a test to see how people respond to more Pixar coming to the parks. And there's a Pixar for rock, it's going to connect. There's a bridge, a new walkway um, that's being built that they're going to connect Pixar Place to the area around Rock and Roller Coaster. And it's rumored that even maybe Rock and Roller Coaster will be transformed into maybe the Monsters Inc. door coaster. There's rumor for California Adventure. It's a very, very, very early rumor. This is obviously a blue sky right now, several years in development, several years away, if it does happen. And speaking of Pixar, it is rumored that Test Track, with the sponsorship with Chevy comes, um, Test Track is they're looking at options potentially like a Radiator Springs Racers type attraction, like a Cars Land or a Cars themed attraction in for a test track, which would be very interesting. Obviously, would be vastly different than Radiator Springs Racers because it wouldn't have any of the rock work, it wouldn't have it would have the animatronics, it wouldn't have the racing aspect. It would be completely different. But a Cars themed again attraction could potentially be at Test Track in Epcot. But again, the sponsorship, I don't know when it ends, but it doesn't end for a while. And all Blue Sky ideas have more in a video about this. So subscribe to the channel if you would like to, if this interests you. Subscribe to the channel for more updates on this potential Pixar transition at Hollywood Studios and Epcot um, right now. But it's just a very vague thing. Disney's really trying to figure out this coronavirus stuff, it seems like, before they continue with any attractions or you know, any any more rethemes or anything. So stay tuned for the channel for that. And that looks like it just about does it for this week. Again, so sorry for the delay. Um, the delay. The past couple days, again, I had a family emergency Wednesday and Thursday, so we had to push it for today. I definitely wanted to get out the live stream for you. So I'm glad I was able to do the live stream today. But next week we'll be returning on Wednesday at 4 p.m. every single like normal every single week. Well, I can't believe it's already 5 weeks in. We're already doing this. So that's crazy. It's about a month. So subscribe to the channel for more constant theme park updates. Go check out JPLand 21. Thank you again for watching, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. I'm like fanboyed. I was like, oh my gosh, a major theme park like a major theme park creator subscribes to me like oh, whoa, voice crack. I was like, whoa. So thank you, JPLand21, for doing that. And I love your channel, as I said, and I can't wait to see you in the parks. And for all you guys, thank you guys for watching and subscribing. trying to get up to that 600 mark. I have lots of new videos coming. I'll be at Disneyland on Sunday. Hopefully, try to get on Rise of the Resistance my very first time. I'll be at Disneyland again on February 29th. That's the next week to or March 1st, that weekend to record the Magic Happens parade for all of you because again, some of my high speed videos recently have been the Magic Happens parade and Secret Life of Pets. March 27th, I'll be there to write Secret Life of Pets POV. And I have lots and lots more news and rumors for you regarding the international parks, coronavirus, new attractions at Disneyland Resort and Disney World and around the parks. So lots of stuff. So please subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday with the next Theme Park Wizard TV live stream. Have a fantastic weekend or a fantastic weekend. I love you all.